Hey guys, George from Diamondyard Sportscards coming at you with another video. I hope everybody's doing well out in the community. I had a few things. The first thing is this is going to be a PSA Reholder video. It's going to be a video of cards I got back recently, but there's one caveat. That is the fact that these are the new holders. I have a split between older cards that are in like 34 Goudeys, smaller holders, or bigger holders like 55 tops. And then I have regular size cards. The regular size cards are in what I believe is the new holder, and I'm going to do a little review of that with you. And these reholders, this is all the way from 34 Goudey, about, I don't know, I want to say 12 cards, 15 cards, up until an Ichiro rookie. Anyway, also, please join us for Hobbypalooza this year. It's going to be on the 4 Collectors channel. I want to thank John for putting this together, and I'm going to be on doing a segment with Don Field of Dreams Cards and our friend Chuck-NorthsideGuy. 3 of us have had a show for a little while on there, and we're going to be talking about some of our favorite cards through the decades, probably 70s all the way back to 30s, just some of our favorite cards. So join us 2 p.m. June 22nd, and I believe Hobbypalooza is June 22nd, Saturday, and June 23rd. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to talk about these reholders, and it should be very interesting, so here we go. Okay, guys, getting geared up for the National. I know everybody is. It's going to be a ball. So here we go. This was the first cards in these. I wondered if I would get the new slab or not for these reholders, and it seems like I did kind of. So this is the first one I got reholdered. It's a beautiful 34 Goudey Dizzy Dean. Let me just move this down a little bit, get some better light. 34 Goudey Dean. And this card is a PSA 2. I got it from Levant LA Collection years ago. There's a lot of different reasons for getting a card reholdered. Some guys, and I deal in cards, some guys say, I don't collect anything but the Lighthouse holder. Some guys say, I only collect new cert numbers. I mean, unless you're keeping track of cert numbers, it's kind of hard to say, well, this is an old cert number, a new cert number. I know people know the difference. But anyway, this is a really nice 2 Dizzy Dean. Now, this is an old holder, and I'm gonna put it over here. It's light. You can see that there's a frosted area here, and this is your traditional PSA holder. So I'm gonna put that over there. This is another 34 Goudey. It's a nice Lefty Grove. PSA 3. Some of these I just wanted to get in new holders because they were just, and it was such a good deal. It was like 12 bucks. And it was just, these holders were damaged or messed up. One holder was cracked. Sometimes people put things in new holders because they want to sell them again, and they think that the new grading is tougher. Perhaps it is. I've seen cards where I say it isn't. But anyway, so this is a really nice Robert Lefty Grove PSA 3. Put that in the background here. There was a 49 Bowman Stan Musial here in a 4.5. Got that reholdered. And yes, it is an older cert number, 143. You can see that right there. But this is a really good looking PSA 5 Stan. And again, it's a smaller card. It's got the frosted edges on it. Nice back. So and you'll hear that slam. I'm going to put these to the test with the new holders. So this is a partial diamond Jackie Robinson 55 tops. The partial diamond variation is identified by SGC, but basically it's where it's cut off here and sometimes in the top. I don't necessarily know. I don't think this is actually worse looking to me than the regular, the nicely centered actual version. But the partial diamond is recognized by SGC, and here's a 3.5 of that card. So this one also is a lighter holder. It's just not, it's a lighter, normal lighter holder. Because this is a 55, it's in the bigger slab. So anyway, we're going to talk about this now. Here is the new holder. This is a 75 Hank and a 7.5. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see here, but to compare, if you really look at it, this holder is thicker. The one on the right is thicker. You can also feel, and here's the Goudey. I don't know if you can see it, it's thicker. Now the difference too, okay, so when you look at this, it almost has a three-dimensional look. You can see here with the top of the card, it has like almost a three-dimensional look inside the holder. And it's definitely thicker. And there's a note on the bottom here, if I can, this will probably tell you, it says RLR, kind of backwards on the left side. On the right side, I'm sorry, same side, RLR or 1LR. I think that's indicative of this plastic. This holder feels thicker. The slabs feel thicker. If you're a dealer, this is going to be more weight to you carrying around these slabs. If you're have a Pelican case, your Pelican case is going to be heavier. And then here's another difference is the robustness. This feels like it's just a thicker, more like malleable plastic, like it bends a little bit, and this is more brittle. And I'll give you an example. Let me see here if I can do this. Hear that? That's a typical slap when it hits. That's the old slab, new slab. I don't know if you can tell the difference here, but it's just a thicker kind of plastic. And again, heavier. You know, what's funny to me is that you have this really nice new holder, and there's been a lot of people getting their cards graded, and maybe, you know, it ends up being not the grade you want, and you end up with like a 1975 Pete Rose PSA 1, PSA 2, and a nice slab. But whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. The card is slabbed, but this is just a thicker slab. And so I can't say I don't know really which I like better. I mean, this seems more. Like when you hit it, listen. It just got a thickness to it that just sounds cheaper. So, I mean, maybe I'm splitting hairs here, but just as a longtime consumer of graded cards, this is a nicer slab, that is for sure. Now, is this a massive like difference? Is this a total rejuvenation and a change, a genesis? I don't think so. I hope that these don't scratch as easily. I hope that these are more durable. It seems like they are. The plastic just has like a little bit of a give to it, but it's thicker. These slabs, I know I was doing a podcast with Don, Field of Dreams, and Mike about 2 years ago, and I had a 53 Jackie, and I dropped it, and it hit the corner, and the corner immediately cracked right here, so I'd have it reholdered. These seem like they're a little bit more flexible, that they won't crack as easily. Which is good. For those of you who snap cards out, I haven't tried to snap these yet. I don't know how much harder they are to snap out, you know, because people want to get their cards looked at again. But anyway, so we're going to finish the whole amount of cards now. So we have this beautiful 75 Hank. And you can, again, it's just a thicker sound. That's more high-pitched. You can hear the difference. It's like a door closing on a cheap car versus a car that's, you know, like a Mercedes or something. But anyway, so I'm not saying this is the Mercedes of holders, but so nice holder there. I'm just smashing these holders around, but just to prove a point. So nice 75 Hank. Here was an Ichiro. This one was cracked. I got it from a guy at the Burbank show, and that was in the spring. Had a crack here. We did a trade. I didn't even notice this crack here, and then I had to have it reholdered. So Ichiro's rookie baseball's best bronze. This is kind of a rare Ichiro, a little tougher. You figure that once he gets in the Hall of Fame, it's going to be a real big global celebration of baseball. I'm a big proponent of picking up whatever Ichiros you can. He is the greatest Japanese position player. Sorry, Otani. You're going to have to do more than a few seasons. Lou Gehrig, 61 Fleer, really nice 8.5 classic image. The 61 Fleer set is just a wonderful set. I got into it when I got back into the hobby, way back in like 05. But just think it's a great looking set, and some really good photos and classic Lou Gehrig here. And anyway, 8.5, again, new holder, solid. You can even hear that a little bit right there. Hear that? It's almost just solid. Anyway, Willie Mays, 60 Mays and 6.5. Really nice copy and well centered. See, again, not that high-pitched sound, but thicker. Really nice 60 Mays. Big fan of the 60 set. Clemente, 66 Topps Clemente in a PSA 6. Again, these cards I feel like would grade pretty much the same as they grade in the holders. I don't think that there's any difference really between what this card would grade now and, you know, I mean, and then again, you know, now you don't really know. They're so random. You know, this could be a PSA 5. This could be a PSA 7. I have no idea. Very random grades lately, but that's just me. Got a nice autograph submission coming back soon to share with you guys as well. It's got Aaron and Monty Irvin and Stan Musial, so be on the lookout for that. Really nice 74 Seaver. I just love this classic sideways card of Tom Terrific. It has a PSA 9 and just a fantastic looking card. I had to get that one reslabbed because it was cracked at the bottom. Really nice 76 Topps Nolan Ryan, an 8.5. This is an issue that's really tough because of the backgrounds. All 76s have this dark background. There's sometimes snow, print dots, things like that. This is one that may not grade the same. I'm not sure, but this was a nice 77 Brett, but it's got the registration issues. It's a little bit blurry. I don't know if you can see, but there's a blur to this Brett. It's a really nice, one of my favorite 70s cards. But anyway, a little blur on his face. Still PSA 9, but a nice George Brett. Coming down the home stretch, 73 Mays. This Mays is a really nice 8. I don't particularly like this card. I just don't like the image of Mays here, just like I don't like the image of the 70 Hank Aaron very much. But it's hard to find one that isn't washed out. Had this one for a long time. You can see the old cert number 025, but it is a beautiful copy. And the colors are really nice. Typically, it's washed out. The pinks doesn't pop. The blues don't pop. But this one was really nice when I bought years ago. I thought about getting it reviewed, but, you know, at this point, I just figured I'd get it reholdered. So there's the Mays. And last card is a 59 Mantle and a 5.5. So you can hear that solidness of the slab. But anyway, 59 Mantle, 5.5. Guys, I want to thank you for checking my channel out again. Appreciate the subscribership. Looking forward to the National and Hobbypalooza, guys. So tune in on June 22nd for Don and Chuck. Take care and keep collecting.